Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
Boy, it sound right, boy. I thought I'd just push the button on boy. Normally the live stream music would go a little longer, but you know what? I wanted that boy. So here we are. Welcome everyone to a bonus live stream. It's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, and here I am, TP, doing a stream. What's going on? It's weird. So you can, for those of you who don't know, you will be able to watch some Forspoken today. Should have done some Forspoken tomorrow. Well, we did do some Forspoken. Not tomorrow. What am I talking
Peter.
about?
How's your day been? It's time for Spoke the Forspoken. FFFFF Forspoken time. Hope you are having a great day, my dude.
Indeed. Yesterday we should have done some Forspoken, is what I was trying to say, and we did do a little bit. We did the prologue, and then here we are now doing some bonus, so we can actually get in there and do a couple of hours in the well, I don't want to spoil anything, but the location where the main game takes place. That's all I'm saying. So let me quickly say a big hello and a big thank you to Psylog, who subscribed while we were on our Going Live Soon page for 25 months, currently on a 13-month streak. Thank you very much for that. Hello. And the Organised Anarchy, who says, like a flippin' idiot, I forgot to resub last month. Happy Tuesday, TP and the Walrus Clan. So you're on 34 months, but no streak. Oh man. Well, never mind. Look, one day you'll have a 35-month streak going, I'm sure. No, don't worry if you don't. There's no pressure. Stephen Skodas with 100 bits. Thank you very much. Time for the Forspoken stream. It is. Mr. Black says, I've never seen Peter on a Tuesday. No, probably haven't. I mean, you might have done. There's probably been the odd day where I've done a swap, but who's to say? Did you test if it did load all the way, says Labrotovich. Admittedly, I've not actually tested if it does, but what I have done is I know that the game is fully installed, and I know that we don't have to replay the prologue that we've already played. It has saved our progress. So it's literally going to be a case of me activating the thing when we get in there and seeing if we can get there. So fingers crossed. So yeah, for those who weren't here yesterday, you won't know that sadly, our copy of Forspoken, or our PS5, I should say, seemed to take a very long time downloading Forspoken yesterday, which was a real shame. It had hours and hours to do it, so I don't know if there was an issue with, because the internet down here is different to the one we use in the upstairs office. So if there'd been bad internet up there, we would have noticed, but I don't know if down here there were like network issues or something, and the download speed had like crashed. But for whatever reason, the game wasn't fully installed when the stream started. And if I'd maybe like lingered long enough, well, no, I was going to say if I'd lingered long enough, it might have installed by the time we got to the end of the prologue. But it still had like a couple of hours left to go, which was a real shame. But so that completely passed me by. I sat down, we started playing Forspoken, and then we got to the end of the sort of ready to play section that you get with a lot of modern games now. So that was a real shame. But don't worry, we're here for the bonus stream, and it means we get a couple of hours post prologue. Whereas if we'd done it yesterday, we probably only would have had like an hour of each. So we get more Forspoken this way. So that's all good. Can you replay the whole prologue? I can't remember the plot, says Lacey B. Well, jokes aside, I can refresh the memories of those who want to know what happened in the prologue. Or when I say refresh the memories, I mean I can inform those who weren't there in the first place and don't actually know what happened in the prologue. So we'll do that, and we can do that using in-game mechanics, because it has a little sort of chapter system where it tells you very quickly and briefly what went on. So we'll look through do we'll refresh our memories from yesterday, or if you weren't there yesterday at all, then you'll learn for the first time. So let me go over to Forspoken. Here we are. And if I unmute the game, I mean, it sounds quite loud for me again, but let me know if it's all right for you guys. Might be a master volume setting, possibly. Oops. Default. There is. Sounds all right, I think, says Labrotovich. Yeah, I did. Again, I tested beforehand, but it's always these headphones. When we go live, it always sounds really loud. But anyway, so we'll continue the game. We'll see what happens.
Definitely no one in here.
So here we are. This is exactly where we were, pretty much.
Who would just leave this?
We came up this. We climbed up here, and we're in here. I'll show you why we climbed up. Because we were sitting up there, and through this window we can see, oh, there's a shiny. Give yourself a shiny. So we're off to get the shiny. I'll just hop back up here, and I'll quickly open my journal. Oh, that went quite abruptly quiet, didn't it? So here's what happened. Archive. I'm sure there's like chapter 1. I followed the glow, and it was coming from this bracelet sitting in an old abandoned store. Who leaves a thing like that in a place like this? Either way, seems like no one's been in or out for a while. I think I'm safe to go take a closer look. So we met the cat. So this is Frey. Frey is an orphan who was found. Look, I'm going through everything with you. Hang on, how do I do this? Can I not go across? Oh no, I don't have, it's not materials. It'll be world, won't it? There we go. There we go. So Frey was found near the Holland Tunnel as a baby. Managed to graduate high school, but basically was passed from one foster home to the other, then set out on her own. Has been living in like an abandoned apartment with just some sneakers, a shoebox of memories, a copy of Alice in Wonderland, and an escape plan. So we wanted to get enough cash and then basically leave town, New York City. She hates it here. Giggin, on that second bullet point there, is the person in charge of a... I'm not skirting over the cat. I see you in the chat. You all want to know about the cat. We'll get to the cat in a minute. Giggin is the boss of like a group of sort of thieves, like ne'er-do-wells, you might say. So yeah, basically she had a job to do. She had to steal a car. The car got impounded. She ended up going to court, where we bumped into not the cat. Maya Bird, who was the judge, who was lenient and let us go, basically, with some community service, and that's all there was. Then these two turned us over and had a go at us. These are members of the gang. We made it back to the apartment, even though the gang are angry at us. And we met Homer, our cat. Homer, it's a lady Homer. And then Frey's apartment got set on fire by this gang who found her. And all the money she'd been saving to get out of town by the end of December was burned. So she gave Homer to Judge Bird, and now that's where we are now. She gave the cat up and said, "I'll be back. I'll be back for Homer. Look after Homer. She likes the flaky food, baked in a buttery, flaky crust." And here we are. So then she saw a twinkly thing through the window. And we're heading off. That's it. That's all you need to know. Berrickson subscribed via Prime for 43 months. I haven't been able to catch a TP stream in a bit, but happy to be here today. Well, thank you, Berrickson. Yeah, it's nice streaming on other days sometimes, because you do see names that you're not so familiar with, or that you don't see very often, which is nice. Berrickson on the 43 months. That's very nice. Nice to see. So here we go. Here's the bracelet. One last thing I will say, or two things I will say. Number one, thank you very much, Square Enix, for sending us this code. We got this fairly early, which was very nice. Lovely of them to send it. So I've already played a fair bit ahead of where we'll get up to today at home, which is lovely. We'll have some first impressions on Review Corner on this week's podcast on Saturday. And secondly, this is a bonus stream, 3 till 5 today. There will be the usual Ben Potter stream from Ben Potter's house at 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. So basically, stick around to the end of this stream, and as soon as I click stop streaming, it's almost immediately going to reactivate and go live again, and you'll have a whole other stream to watch. So back-to-back streams today, everyone. 4 hours worth of it. So do stay with us if you can. Thank you. Right, are we ready to pick up the bracelet thing?
I mean, wow. Whoa. What?
Uh-oh. Downloading. Hey, we made it. Yeah, sure. Punch it, Chewie. Oh.
What the actual
For. Oh boy. Holland Tunnel. Jump through.
Wait, stop! Shit! Oh, no. Oh, come on!
Nice place.
Where am I?
Get out of the room is my current objective. Get out! Get out
What's
now!
happened to me?
Oh.
Damn, that is a serious draft.
Joette, Joe T, 1118, subscribed for 43 months. Love you guys. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Whoa. Joette. Ooh.
Where on earth is this?
Athia?
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself? I've shown. I'm showing. I can't get more showed. Show myself indeed.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. The thing that you so fruitlessly tried to remove. Oh, hello, yes. Oh, perhaps you're smarter than you look.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You, the one talking to me right now, are this... cuff?
Cuff? It's a bit reductive, isn't it? Cuff? Gauntlet, maybe. Vambrace. Oh, Vambrace. Vambrace. Yeah, no, it's definitely Vambrace.
No. This is batshit bananas!
And yet it's the truth. You stop your hurting me now.
Seriously?
No. But what you're doing is completely futile.
How is this happening?
Well, what were you doing before this was happening?
I was... Doesn't matter.
Stuck.
Still here.
Whoever is doing this, stop. This is one sick joke. I am out of here.
You can't run away from me.
I physically can't
I'm
move yet,
literally
no. I
attached to
can't run away.
Why don't we settle down a bit and talk about ourselves? Talk about our interests in life, perhaps.
I am not hearing this.
Oh, I'm in.
This is all a bad dream.
I went right when I played this at home. Can I go left? Oh. There's something going on there. Okay. I like Cuff. I've enjoyed Cuff and Cuff's voice actor, Cuff's writing. Cuff's funny. Those of you who are big-time social media users, it may not have escaped your notice that there has been some discussion around Frey and her writing and performance. I mean, it's not that the performance itself isn't the issue. It's the actual dialogue that the actor has been given to say, and
be careful not to trip on anything.
I'm
You
very
can
much.
also see things? This cannot be fucking real.
I'm very much. I agree with someone from from Square Enix did a tweet.
Listen to me, Frey.
How the hell do you know my name?
I will eventually be able to say what I'm
Bonded?
trying to say,
What do you
but
mean bonded? Why is this happening? This is... No. On bond now.
hope he makes plenty of off-the-cuff remarks, says Schmuseldorf.
And only you can hear me.
Stop! Stop talking! This is completely insane.
Frey,
Someone from
slow down. You need to listen to me.
No, what I need is to figure out how to get back. I thought I wanted out. I was wrong. I was in a bad place.
Well, this place might be worse depending on how you look at it.
What do you mean?
Well, we'll see in just a moment. Right, now I know that I get a chance to just speak for a minute here before another cutscene happens. I think it may have been someone from Square Enix. Citation needed. It was someone involved with the game for sure. Did a tweet yesterday saying you'll he may have sworn or he may not have done, but you know you'll talk smack about our game and then you'll ask for a code. I don't think we don't see you or something was the tweet. And some people were like reacted badly to it and said like, oh, you know, it's our job to talk badly about a game. And I think he even responded and said, hey, look, if you play the game and don't like it, that's fine. If you're talking rubbish about a game before you've even touched it, that's not very fair. And I'm very much in agreement with that. I don't think that it's fair to pass judgment on a game or any other piece of media unless you've actually sat down and consumed it to some extent or other. You know, I always try and qualify my opinions on things like Death Stranding with it's not for me in the sense that what I've seen of the marketing material means that I choose not to play that game. It's not for me to say that it's a bad game because I've not played it, you know. And so with this, there has been, I think, some criticism leveled at it. And one of the things is the writing. Now, I don't think it's fair for people to have done that before they've played it, but I have played it, and I agree that the writing of Frey is not good.
What?
She's kind of irritating.
Hide.
But
Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Don't let it see you.
You think?
not everything she says is annoying or stupid. Like, there are plenty of scenes where I think it's fine. I would react exactly like that. This is normal. This is appropriate dialogue.
Is it gone?
Yes, and we should leave this place as well.
With that thing out there, I don't think so.
I'm sure the creature is far away by now, and besides,
What?
you won't last long without anything to eat.
Fine. And how exactly do you plan on getting out?
I believe climbing that wall might be our best option.
And honestly, the clips that people are sharing in order to say, isn't the writing bad in this game, I think aren't very good examples of bad writing. I think, like, there's one with her talking to Cuff. Well, she's always talking to Cuff, but... Oh, now I remember this from when I first played it. We stand here for ages, just, like, asking...
Hey, Cuff.
Look, if you want to play this game at home and go through all this chat, then you're welcome to. But for me, I'm trying to just plow through, and I'm trying to talk to you, and I can't do that when all this is happening. But yeah, you can learn all sorts of stuff. I'll give you an example. Which one do we want to know?
So, if we are bonding...
You can't walk when any of this is going on, which is a bit annoying.
Whatever. If we are stuck with each other, then what's your deal?
My deal.
Who are you?
I am what you see.
Lovely. And I suppose you'll tell me more if I answer your riddles 3?
I don't follow.
Never mind.
It's that kind of stuff that grates on me. The kind of sarky, like trying to be a bit edgy, trying to be a bit different. I'm not your usual video game character, dude.
Whoa. What the fuck was that?
And there's a lot of what the F. Like, I'm no prude. I've said this before about another game. I can't think what game it was, but I said, like, it was some character or other just swearing all the time.
And you know that how?
I swear. I think like you should swear sparingly because then it works as like interesting punctuation. But if you swear constantly, it just becomes completely meaningless.
So, this is Athia?
Janoon.
Janoon. I thought you said...
I'm deliberately going the wrong way here.
Big picture. Janoon, small picture. Janoon is part of Athia.
I get it. Like New York City versus New York State.
Exactly. I think. I have no idea what Newark is.
No, not Newark. New York.
Is there a difference?
About 1 million.
Oops. Oh, yikes. So I've got some alerts to read, actually. So thank you to Steven Skodes for gifting 2 subs, taking you up to 630. Wow, so they've gone to Sapphire 1693 and Chip Thompson's Thumbs. Thank you, Stephen, for those. Much appreciated. 630. Nice. Not nice, but just nice. 1 out of 10 game didn't let Peter speak, says Lebrotovich. Yeah. And then also thank you to Varbjorvar, who has subscribed for 44 months. Been looking forward to Fort Postman since I heard it on the podcast. When do unlock the Pat skin? That comes after the tutorial, I think. Yeah, but the clips that have been shown where they're like, "Hey, listen to this dialogue, isn't it silly?" are the one where she's saying, oh yeah, they're saying like, "Oh, this is what you sound like." I think that's funny enough. I think if any other show or like game or something did that didn't have, people are going into this now like looking for reasons to go, look at that script. But there was nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that scene. The one with move things with my freaking mind, which is about to happen.
That's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons.
Dragons.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to a fucking cuff.
That's what I don't like. Whereas this scene, which has been shared a lot, or an upcoming, a scene that's happening very soon, is kind of.
Hey, Look at you.
Kind of
I'd be
silly, but
careful.
I think it's a bit unfairly, being
Don't be
unfairly
shy.
bashed.
Seriously, I wouldn't. Let's just keep moving.
Why are you so freaked out by this fella?
Oh no.
Whoa!
Because it's not as it seems.
You tell me that now? Shit!
Well, don't just stand there.
Defeat the monster. Attack magic with R2 and switch
the-
with R1.
Don't stop panicking now.
So we can basically throw rocks. We can switch to different kinds of shot. Shield shot. Got a shield, look. Oh! I'm going to walk off an edge here. Stepping backwards off the thing. Scatter shot. It's like a little machine gun. Okay, this is the scene you've all seen on Twitter.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, talk to sentient cuffs, kill jacked up beasts. You know what? I'll probably fly next.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
If you could just master these new abilities, with my help, of course.
Did you not just see me take out that gnarly beast? Oh, bring it, you mangled monsters.
See, I don't mind that as much as some people seem to mind that on Twitter, etc. Just as a piece of writing. What I do mind, like as an exchange, because that's what anyone would be like. If you were suddenly able to summon rocks and chuck them at stuff, you would be like, did I literally, what on earth did, what? You know, you would be like that. And then you'd be kind of like, wow, that's great. I just did that. But it's just she refers to stuff as, I'm going to say this once and then I won't say it again.
The fuck is up with the animals here?
She says shit a lot, just meaning stuff, right? And later on, we encounter the main kind of obstacle or the main bad thing that's happening. I mean, she's about to say, "What's up with the animals here?" Let's
They
keep.
did seem somewhat altered, didn't they? Makes you wonder what could have caused such a mutation.
Right.
Yeah, like what happened here?
So there's all this purple stuff around. All the animals are messed up. We are soon to discover that something has caused that, and she refers to it. This isn't a spoiler. We'll get to it today. Basically, she refers to it as the break. Like the break, the world is broken, so she calls it the break. But she very quickly starts calling it break shit. I won't say that again. Sorry, mods. But, you know, she says like, oh, how did all the brake flip get here? Oh, we've got to find a way to fight back the brake flip. And she just forever will then refer to, maybe not every time, sometimes it is just the brake, but it's just a bit grating. It's like I'm hanging out with or controlling, like my wife's got younger siblings, right? And they're lovely. They wouldn't actually talk like this, but like it's like I'm hanging out with someone their age, you know, or like their friends. I've met some of their friends incidentally, and
Huh? What's this?
she's meant to be. I think she's meant to be 18 at least. Oh, she's 20. It was her birthday actually. Does it say? But she just sort of behaves like she's 15, you know? And it just bothers me. Do we have her age on here, the year she was born? Chapter 1. No, it doesn't say what her birthday is. But yeah, she's 20, nearly 21, says Forgotten Media. And I just find the way she speaks grating and kind of just immature, basically. She's trying, whether she is or whether the writers are, it's all the same, isn't it? But like, it's like, oh, she's so edgy. She's so cool. The brake, look out for the brake flip. The flippin' brake flip, you know.
What the hell? What is this weird feeling?
There seems to be some sort of malignant miasma in the air.
Okay, turning back now.
It doesn't seem to be affecting you, though, does it? Besides, I doubt there'd be much benefit in retracing your steps.
So this miasma, what exactly is it?
It's quite mysterious, isn't it? I suspect it might be what's causing all the local wildlife to look so peculiar.
So how come it doesn't affect me?
How come indeed? Could it be thanks to your commendable choice of traveling companion, perhaps?
No, not that. Definitely not that.
See, nothing wrong.
But ruins.
Nothing wrong with that scene. Nothing
Looks
wrong
like
with
no
the.
one's been here for a while. I wonder how long everything's been in this shitty state.
Perhaps we should find somewhere else to search?
Can't move. So we can do a cuff scan.
There's something there.
Find objectives, spot enemies. Right, so I'm in. Now, I've got my gripe out the way. I've made it clear that I don't like the writing in this game. People have been talking about it on social media.
Warm here.
All right, just be quiet for a moment. That's fine. By the way, the banter as well. You can turn off the actual. You can like minimize. Keep doing that. You can minimize the in combat chatter and stuff. It's not that specifically that bothers me. I don't mind the frequency of it. I mind the quality of it. But anyway, I've got that out of the way. You know, it's one of the main gripes that people talked about online before this game came out. I agree with that one. The two other things that I saw people complaining about, I'm just going to talk over them,
Exactly.
are some people were saying it appeared to have had a bit of a downgrade since its reveal. I disagree. Visually, I'm talking about here. I disagree. I think this game looks pretty good. I've got it in ray trace mode right now, and there are different options. There's like performance mode and stuff, but so I think it looks nice. I really like it. I think it looks good. It's not going to win like visuals of the year necessarily, but I think it looks
clean air and bright skies.
good.
I try to escape to someplace better,
And the one
where do I
other
find out?
thing people were
Someplace
worried
10
about,
times worse.
or some people talked about after the demo, was whether the gameplay was working for them, whether they liked the combat. I think the combat works really well. I enjoy being in combat in this game, and actually, combat is sometimes the thing that I like the least about games like this. You know, I really didn't like it in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't actually get that much out of it in games like God of War, which, you know, I know that has got good, fun, meaty, visceral combat, and I wouldn't say that it's bad combat. It is good combat. Did I say Gears of War? I meant God of War. But maybe I did say God of War. But anyway, I mean God of War. So yeah, I'm not saying that there's anything lacking in God of War's combat. It's really good combat, but I don't know. I just found it. It's just generally one of my least favorite things in video games. Is like, you know, I'd rather be exploring a world. I'd rather be like doing traversal and like role playing and stuff, and bits of combat here and there, but I don't like grinding my way through it, you know. Whereas this game is no worse than that, I would say, personally, you know, for me. So
We have to deal with an even bigger one.
if you played the demo,
Lucky me.
or more to the point, if you didn't play the demo, actually, if you've not actually
Yeah.
had a look at this game until now. Oops. Callisto Protocol just downloaded an update. Nice. But yeah, if you've not looked at this game and you've not played the demo, I'm trying to do stuff that I'm not allowed to do yet because I've not unlocked it. So I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I'm trying to do like sprint dodges and stuff. So yeah, if you're one of those people who hasn't experienced this game yet, and you were seeing stuff online about, hey, I'm not sure about the combat and the gameplay, and oh, I feel like the visual fidelity might have like had a downgrade, I completely disagree with that. I don't think that is fair. I think this game looks good. I think it plays pretty well from what I've played so far at home. The only popular sort of bandwagon criticism that I am jumping on board with is that I can't quite get beyond that writing, I'm afraid. Oh, here we go. We've got to learn it. Now I can sprint. Why am I getting all these trophies?
Not bad.
Thanks, Professor.
I told you to call me Vambrace.
Sure, Cuff. Sure.
How come I didn't get... Am I logged in as the wrong person? Potential. Spend mana to learn a spell for the first time. Well, I already did that at home. Maybe have I not been popping trophies because it was a pre-release? Maybe the trophy list doesn't activate until release day. I don't know.
It might be wiser to run this time.
No kidding.
Oops.
Okay, this is awesome. I am catching some serious air.
Very impressive. Just try not to catch some air into a seriously early grave. Look out!
Oh,
I
can't.
like the wind,
I can't
and
do
I'm
that
not even
yet.
getting tired.
You eventually unlock the ability to sort of spring backwards off walls, so that once you run out of vertical momentum, you can kind of do a hop and almost start again.
That was close.
It's good.
Where the hell are we now?
The big city, I suppose?
Hello? Anyone home? Say something if you can hear me.
Boy Wizard subscribed by Prime for a whole year. Happy subversary
Well,
to
let's
me.
keep looking.
Indeed. Happy subversary,
Should
Boy
probably
Wizard.
keep an eye
Thank
out
you for
somewhere
that.
to rest, too.
Let's see what's over there.
Great to have had you all that time. Yeah, I feel like I maybe overdid it talking about how I don't like combat in games, and like to use God of War as an example as well. God of War has amazing combat. This game has good combat too. And when I say it's my least favorite part of gaming, that implies that I don't like combat in games, and that I'm constantly just trying to desperately get through any combat segment so that I can go back to role-playing, and that's just not true. I kind of said it in the moment, and it's absolutely inaccurate in every conceivable way. There are loads of games where I live for the combat. I mean, I played Orcs Must Die, for God's sake. That is literally just a hack and slash tower defense game, you know? But yeah, all I'm saying is I don't like grindy combat, you know? I don't like Devil May Cry.
Oddness with the air drove them to escape to safer climes.
Whoops, hang on, there's a
Hope
thing
so.
down here.
At least that would mean they're still alive.
I don't like hacking and slashing too much, and like just being stuck in one combat encounter and then another and then another and then another. I don't like tough enemies, you know? I like to, that's it, you know? That's what it is. I like to be able to feel like a bit of a powerhouse. I don't like difficult combat. I don't play games for difficult combat. It's not that I don't play it for combat at all, full stop. I don't play it for hard combat. I want it to just be part of the fun, not part of the challenge, you know? I don't really play games for a challenge as such. I like a puzzle, you know, I like some riddles. I like traversal challenges. That's basically a puzzle. But I don't play it for a combat challenge. And so that's why, you know, I play God of War, for example, on story mode.
Well, this place is fun.
And this game, admittedly, I'm playing this on story mode as well. Or I'm playing this on default, I think. But at home, I've been playing on story mode. And at least in story mode, it is very playable. The combat is not a grind. It's not a chore. And that's what I think I was trying to get at. I don't like chore, grindy combat. And this game does not have it, at least in the mood. The mode that I've been playing it in.
No one there. No one at all. Where the hell did everyone go?
Your guess is as good as mine. Suppose our only choice is to keep looking.
So there we go. She says everything looks like it's broken by this flips. Shoots. Sugars. So we're learning about Athia. It's made up of 4 realms, each governed by its own Tanta. To the north lies Janoon with its rich, fecund forests. Is that fecund? To the east, Praynost, heavy with mountains. Westward, the great plains of Visoria stretch off to the horizon, and south, the shimmering waters of Avoalet glisten like the sun. Avolet. Glisten in the sun. I can't read. These are health potions here, which I don't need right now. I've got loads of them. Or maybe I've not got any, but I can't pick those up right now anyway. It was once a rich and vibrant land, full of life and laughter, but then the corruption came. And from the first day it emerged, it was clear that nothing would ever be the same again for its once carefree people. Those it touched were lost forever. Those lucky enough to escape it were forced to abandon their homes and flee to Sepal, the only place where safety could be found, or so they believed.
Oh, nice. I could use a rest.
A bed. I mean, that's nicer than the bed she's been sleeping in her apartment for all this time. It was just a mattress on a floor. Wakey, wakey.
Sounds like trouble.
Yes, and given what we've seen so far, I'd say you need to be very careful in case you're planning on investigating.
Oh, it's so blue.
Shit! What is it now?
Oh.
Is this the break shit's doing too?
That's what does it for me. Is this the... Why not just call it the break? Why not just call it the break? Is this the break's doing too?
I believe so.
It's hyphenated. Break flip.
Before destroying it completely. Now hurry up and get out of here while you still can.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, fuck! What now?
Well, for starters...
Is there an accessibility option to increase the text size in menus /lore? Hang on. I'd not be able to read it at that size. Yeah, I believe there is. I can bring up... Well, I don't know about in menu and lore. You can increase the size of it, the subtitles. I can do that now, even. World, battle, cuff, menu settings. HUD size... Large, just that's HUD, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know if you can do it with the actual menus.
I think we should
but
run.
Too late for that.
a dragon. We're going to fight it, guys. Evasion and magic parkour. So we move with the sprint button.
What do I do here?
Fighting might be
She'll basically just dodge.
How the hell am I supposed to fight a dragon?
anything that big must have a weak point.
Piercing attacks. If you see telltale signs of an enemy building up to one of these, press circle to get out of the way. So if it's... Oh, yikes, yeah. If it's building up to an attack, you can do a little dodge to get out of the way. So let's go.
Show me what you've got. Careful, you're about to get badly bitten.
You were saying?
Even the best of us make mistakes.
That's not doing much.
Bad for an amateur, I suppose.
Hey, you want to do the fighting here?
die unless you get the
That's your idea of encouragement? That's not a good thing, is it?
Probably not. You might want to find some cover. Fast.
Shit! Oh, fuck!
I would have just run around that, but sure. Why did she climb over that? She was... Hello, game. She was standing right... Oh, I'm going to get hit here.
Okay, this is bad. Very bad.
Take cover.
Oh, it's gone. I was going to show you what... Anyway, I think you saw what she did. That was kind of strange.
Come on, drop dead already.
I'm afraid our reptilian friend seems as stubbornly healthy as ever. Don't let up now.
There's a lot of sort of dead time in this game where you're kind of hanging around waiting for...
Yep.
It can be like the end of a cutscene,
Whoa, did you see that?
and then there'll just be like a couple of seconds of...
That's the stuff. Keep at it.
There'll be a couple of seconds at the end of like, oh yeah,
Get stepped on. Did you ever want to let me get scratched?
just hanging around waiting for the
Yes,
cutscene
you're
to
gonna
just
need
end,
cover.
or you know you've been standing in the game world like here in third person, and people will be having a conversation, and then when the conversation comes to an end, you like press your left stick to start moving, and you still can't move yet, and it just takes another moment or two before you're allowed.
That's it. Show that beast what it means to mess with a fan brace.
Why not using your magic sprint? Use magic sprint. You whip and Barlam, thank you for 46 months on a 46-month streak. My favourite part is when she says it's Forspoken in time and forespeaks over all the bad guys. Yeah, it could happen.
Do you think it's dead?
See,
the
like I'm
dragon?
stuck here. You can't wander while they're having this conversation. Can't move, and then, you know, this is happening, and it's just a lot of, it's a bit stop-start, you know, still can't move, now I can move. It's just kind of staccato, you know? I believe that's an appropriate use of the word staccato. It might not be, but... Also, the cutscenes in this game, as you'll see as we sort of go on, see more examples. There are loads of examples where you're in a cutscene that's in a room, you're talking to some people in a room or whatever, and some people exchange a few lines of dialogue, and then it'll fade to black, and then it'll fade back in from black at another camera angle, and then the conversation continues a bit, blah, 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 and then it might fade to black again, it fades in, and they're still in the room, and then they carry on talking. It's like the cutscenes have been like divvied up into chunks. It's really odd. We might have already seen some of that as we've been going. I can't really think whether we have or not, but
What? How does that thing not even have a scratch?
again, there will be some examples of that in today's stream. Dodge rolls. Hold R2 and L2, and then... Yeah, okay.
Doesn't look like we'll have much cover here. The dragon friend doesn't succumb to the urge to blast us with its...
So you can sort of do rolls while you're attacking, which is kind of cool.
What? Where'd it go?
Far, far away. You need to get directly in front of it now.
What? Are you trying to get me killed?
It has a blind spot. Trust me. Keep at it. I think you're finally getting somewhere.
Okay. Where is it?
Oh, it's gone.
Look out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You'll need to predict its movements if you want to stay alive.
Oh,
Ah!
dodged it. Oh, no.
Well, that was a little hairy. There. That must be its weak point. I knew it would have a weak point.
Combat in this game is fun. I don't think it would be fair for anyone to say that it's not.
It's gone again.
Stay alert. Try to work out
Oh, God.
next.
Yeah. Is this even doing anything?
I think so. Keep chipping away.
Oh, I'm not dodging these piercing attacks. I'm being a fool.
Here it comes again.
Yo, back the fuck off. I don't think I can do this.
Heal yourself. Come on.
Holy shit.
Oh, no, that's the blind spot attack. Should have stayed in the middle. I dodged to the side like a fool. Oh, yeah, what? Oh, sorry. That wasn't me dying. I just skipped a cuts. Oh, no. Oh. Well, what happens is
There's a town up there.
the dragon still isn't dead. Sorry, I thought I died and it had reloaded and it was replaying the cutscene from before when the fight started again. But no, I'm just real good and pro, and I survived. I didn't die at all. The dragon still doesn't die, and what it actually does is it grabs hold of her and it flies off with her, like way across the map. And then while it's still flying, she attacks it from underneath. She like throws rocks in its belly, and it basically tumbles out the sky. And as it falls, I think it lets go of us, and she just barely.
One that isn't dessert.
She falls out the sky and grabs onto the edge of this cliff. And so now we're here. Sorry, everyone.
Did.
Well, you'll never find out if you don't go and see.
I thought I died.
Oh, whoa, hey, over here. Oh, we're saved. Huh?
Okay, so this scene coming up is this might be an example of
Hey, the fuck you calling monster?
The monster speaks.
Yeah, of course I speak. And put your pointy stick away, asshole. Move. All right, moving.
we're about to go indoors,
Where are we now?
and
This is the city of Sipor.
Why are they speaking English?
It's my experience that languages share commonalities across many dimensions.
Okay, any answer works for me, I guess.
Quiet. Keep moving, fiend.
Of course. Back in court.
so we're going into court here, and when we're in there, this might potentially be an example of a scene where it just keeps fading to black and fading back in again. It might not, but This scene's a minute or two long, and maybe that is where it happens in some of your longer cutscenes.
Let me go! Easy.
Settle. Settle. Who are you, child?
Who are you?
I would humble thyself and answer their questions.
I got this. I'm used to repping thyself.
I don't think you comprehend the gravity of your situation.
I gotten myself out of much tougher scrapes than this, thank you very much. So why don't you shut your shiny mouth and let me do the talking?
Look at her. She speaks with invisible beings. Is she in cahoots with demons?
What? No. And who uses cahoots?
I would like to hear the answer to Councilwoman Ballette's question, child.
My name is Frey Holland. I do not know how I got here. I am exhausted. I am starving, and all I want is to go home.
Her vestments are strange. Where is she from?
Hell's Kitchen.
You see? She is hell's spawn. How else could she survive in the corruption?
Please, how did you emerge from the corruption of Junoon unscathed?
I wouldn't exactly say unscathed.
It is because she and the corruption are one and the same. We must execute her immediately.
Wait, what? No, that's crazy. I don't even know how I got here. Please, listen to me. I believe we need her.
Who wishes to address the council?
Forgive me. I am odd and keen.
See, fade out, fade in. Why?
Guilty of surviving the corrupted land.
Why did that
Much to
happen?
learn from her.
Fade
Until
out,
now,
fade
we only
in.
met her with blades.
And it's nothing to do with the fact that we just met a new character, because it happens later on in the game when you don't meet new characters. So don't
As it bites your hand, spreading its venomous corruption.
give me that.
into your veins. We must deal with this interloper swiftly. Councilwoman Ballette, please.
Fade out, fade in. Same scene.
Both Odin King and Councilman Janesh have made very compelling arguments. Council is divided. Therefore, there shall be no blood spilled today. But heed my warning, child. If you prove a threat, we will have no choice but to eliminate you.
That might have been supposed to denote the passage of time, that one there, but it happens. It happens in this game in moments where time is not passing,
She has done nothing wrong.
the scene is not changed.
What's the Tower of Hanoi?
I believe
It's really silly.
Please! What? Oh, hell no! I'm not getting locked up again! Let me go! Let me go! Don't touch me, asshole!
Oh, jeez. Whenever people hit her in the head, it's always really bad. It happened in the prologue as well. Like a TV show coming back from an ad break. Yeah, it is a bit. I was wondering about maybe passage of time, but it'd be a strange way to show it. Maybe just a glitch, says Mr. Black. It's not a glitch. It's clearly intentional, but you know that one, maybe the second one there was about passage of time, and like there's been more of a court case there that we don't need to see. But I promise you, sometimes it happens where people are just having a conversation in a room, and yeah, we'll probably see that later as we go. Why doesn't she just use her magic slinky, says Nexus Polaris. I think she doesn't want to wind herself and get in more trouble right now, given that they think she's a devil worshipper. This takes ages. He says get up 3 times. With big pauses in between.
Get up.
Thank you.
Get up! Get up! Get up!
Look, I am imprisoned 1,000,000 miles from home in a Ren Fair nightmare. Just let me die in peace.
If you die, I'm just a meaningless bauble that they bury you with.
And I am fine with that. Just leave me alone. You know what? None of this is my fault. This is all your
And
fucking
tell me
fault.
how exactly this is my fault.
Can we just not talk?
Fine. Fine by me. Suit yourself. I'd love a bit of silence.
Fantastic.
Hello.
You say another fucking word.
it's not great. And it plays, well, I don't want to say so well,
I never
but
thought I'd miss the Hell's Kitchen.
plays very
courthouse.
well. Looks pretty good.
I doubt you'll be squeezing your way to freedom through there.
No shit.
She's so unlikable. The more I play, and it's a good game mechanically, like technically, it's a pretty good game. Could be like top 5 game of the year material,
course it's
technically
locked.
speaking.
Damn it. This is going nowhere.
Iron Man has ruined things, says Murbo. It is that. It's the Marvel character effect.
Did that piss bucket do something to annoy you?
No. You know what? You did. Because of you, I'm not getting back to
Newark?
New York. How hard is that to remember?
Maybe it's hard to remember as Vambrace? If memory serves me right, you weren't exactly in the best of spirits when our paths first crossed. I'm not sure why you're so determined to return.
You know what? I'm just gonna use magic to bust us out of here.
It isn't advisable to use your abilities in front of them.
Why not? They already think I'm in cahoots with demons.
But they will hang you for being a heretic.
What, like a Salem situation?
Do you expect me to know what that means?
Look, we did it your way, and now we're gonna try it my way. Did I just do that?
Quick, put this on.
Did I just
Who's
freaking
there?
do that?
I will free you, but you have to put it on and do as I say. Okay, it's on.
You. You're the one who stood up for me in court. Why are you doing this?
Because I believe you. But we must hurry.
How did you sneak past the guards?
I prepared a tincture of slumber baked into a pastry.
Looks can really be deceiving.
Let's go before they wake.
Wait. Where are we going? What's your angle?
Angle.
She did defend you in court, and right now she seems to be your only option.
Fair point. Alright, wherever we're going, there's gotta be food.
Well, this is serendipitous.
You're telling me.
Did you say something?
What? No. Please, after you.
I, the R, says, I'm calling it, this lady is her mum. This lady is not her mum. She's not old enough, I don't think, is she? She's not that much older than her for a start. I mean, she might be. I've not finished the game, but I do not think this lady is her mum.
You sure this is a good idea? I mean, aren't you gonna get yourself in trouble?
Don't worry about me. Besides, I couldn't just stand idly by while they treated you so unfairly.
Timey-wimey nonsense could
those
make
people
her her
running the
mum.
trial?
Well, I
You
suppose
mean
so.
the Council of Sepul? They're the leaders of our city. They settle all our disputes.
Judge and jury all rolled into one, huh? Efficient.
Stop and admire the view on the way down. It's a nice design there, that in terms of art, like concept art, like that
As you
building.
can see, our land
I like that.
suffers. Everything that corruption touches.
It breaks. Yeah. I saw it up close.
Yeah, the brake
It's real fucked up in there.
shoot. The brake shot.
Not pleasant.
Indeed.
Yeah, just say not
Yes,
pleasant.
but
That's a good
lost.
idea. Can we just talk like that rather
did
than
the
an
brake shit
effed
come
up?
from?
Where did the brake stuff come from?
I'll tell you soon enough. We must keep moving.
I hate it so much. Just that word. And not specifically even because it's got a swear word in it, but just that she chooses the need to use one, you know? If she stood in excrement and said, oh, why is there... I can't say it. I'm not allowed to say it. The mods will ban me. Why is there shot all over the floor? I'd be okay with that because at least it's contextual. You know, if she walked in on two people engaging in intercourse and said, "Oh, look, there's two people effing over there." Yep, all right, fine. But the break stuff, I can't cope with it.
So where are we going exactly?
The break
We should
unpleasantness.
Make our way to the
yeah.
lower city. The lower city. Got it.
Down I go.
What were you even doing at the courtroom?
No one has arrived from outside the city for many years. Everyone in town wants to know who you are.
The price of notoriety, I guess. After what
Peter
you
is
called
so
the
innocent and
break
gentle.
shit, let's just go with the break.
Yeah, let's, Frey. Let's just go with the break.
After the break,
Because Auden just called it
people fled their villages.
break stuff.
The Hall is the last bastion.
Damn.
All aboard the break ship.
I would advise staying off the main thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You know, we should stay off the main thoroughfares.
Peter
chance of
showing
being
off his
spotted.
middle-class English
You're
countryside upbringing, says Lucy B. This is the thing, this is, so, like, pre this stream and yesterday's stream, I've been thinking, oh, you know, the constant swearing in this game does bother me. And I thought, if I say that on stream, I'm just going to see what's going on up here. Oh, I'm nowhere near my destination, sorry, that's just me trying to buy some time while I talk before they start talking over me. I thought, oh, if I say that on stream, people are going to say, huh, well, guess Peter's just a prude. He doesn't like games where you swear. Peter's against swearing. I'm not against swearing. I swear all the time. But I feel like I swear in the right moments for the right reasons. She swears about everything. She just replaces perfectly legitimate words, perfectly cromulent words with S and F. And it's just silly. There's just no reason to do it.
Wow,
She
nice
is just like a
digs.
child
Some
who's
fancy houses.
This is where the nobility live.
whose parents aren't around. Her
yes,
parents have
the
gone out
Upper
for the
East
evening.
Side.
And so
Technically, we're in the north of the city.
she jumps on the bed and says flip and stuff to her siblings, you know? That's what I don't like.
Fan out! She can't have got far!
This whole sequence is a bit double A as well.
They've noticed that you're missing.
Like, look at them both there,
Head
just
for the
sort of staring
shadows
at
and
each
keep
other.
moving.
Stick to the shadows.
Great idea.
That's not what I want from a AAA game, just two
Why can't you be more like her?
two
She
characters
likes
staring at
wine.
each other in a cutscene like that. And this, I don't like this sequence, goes on for ages. Look, why is this? Why are we still hanging around? What's happening? It's just a bit too stop-start, you know? What was that? There was just like 3 seconds of nothing there. The pacing. So we do an awful lot of sneaking now for the next few minutes, and the guards sort of move around a bit. These two just sort of stare at walls while they wait, and we get stuck. We can't move for a little while every time. Trying to move, I can't move. She's going to slowly crawl. She's going to go there. She's going to stop. That guard's going to move. What is this? Who designed this? What's happening? I'm overreacting here a bit because I've already played through this once at home, and I was like, this is kind of silly. And, you know, I've got an audience, and it makes one inclined to overreact. Like, this isn't the biggest sin in gaming. And honestly, I feel sorry for the people who worked on this game, because for some reason, I don't really know what it is, but there was this bandwagon, this sort of vendetta that seemed to emerge around this game sometime after its demo was released. And people were just kind of looking for reasons to dislike it. Like I say, I don't feel that you should pass judgment on the game before you've at least preferably played it with your own hands, but if not, at least like watched it on a stream.
We are close to where I live.
But stuff like that is just, it's a bit irritating, you know?
I can still just use the jokes I wanted to use yesterday for today.
Bit of a
So here they
half-hearted
are,
thank you, I must
medieval
say.
jokes. What do medieval postmen wear? Chainmail. Ha ha ha. What is the Rain's favorite medieval reenactment? Storming a castle. Hi-e. What do you call a medieval lamp? Nightlight. Ho ho ho. What do you call a medieval knight with one leg that's shorter than the other? An angled Saxon. Ha ooh ooh. What did the king name the extra knight? Surplus. Hi hoo.
Yeah.
BBBBBB Forspoken BBBBBBB interrupting game BBBB so many swears BBBBB blaze it.
It's 4:20, everyone. Blaze it. It is actually 4:20 as well. Normally, if we go live at 5 p.m., we don't get a real 4:20, but the time is 4:20. Blaze it, my dudes. Thank you, Lobrotovich and Steven Skodes for the 100 bits each there. We had some medieval jokes. Chainmail. Yeah, that's good. An angled Saxon. What do you call a medieval knight with one leg shorter than the other? An angled Saxon. Very good. Very good. So, yeah, it's all good.
Nobody does anything nice without wanting something in return. I have trust issues.
Do you trust me?
What you and I have is an unholy alliance at best. I couldn't get rid of you even if I wanted to.
She did just risk her own life to get you out of jail.
Point taken. Plus, she promised me food.
I'm not controlling this, by the way. It's all just happening.
It's quite the mystery.
More interested in the food at the moment.
Murbo makes a good point. I can think of two things about the main character that a certain group of gamers with a capital G would want to hate on, unfortunately. You're absolutely right. That is probably one of the reasons that some people have decided to just say that this game is bad. But I feel like when this game was first kind of revealed and announced, and we knew about the main character, people were kind of excited about it. And then it was only a bit later on that people decided that they weren't. So although my gripes are with the main character in particular, and maybe the writing a bit more broadly, it's only since I actually sat down and started to take in the way that she was written that I decided that I don't like her. Before, it's the biggest surprise for me, because going into this game, I'd not played the demo, and I had people telling me who had played the demo, oh, I don't know if the combat's for me. You know, so I was going into this game thinking the combat might not be that good. It might be, I don't know. I reserve judgment. I'm going to play it myself. And there were some people doing side-by-side screenshots on Twitter saying, I think there's been a visual downgrade, possibly, maybe. So I was thinking, okay, well, we'll have to see how it performs graphically, and so on. So those are the two things I expected to be the issues, if any, when I came into this game. And neither of them are the case. I like the gameplay. I like the way it looks, for the most part. And the one thing that I did think I would like is that I thought the character looked pretty cool. I was intrigued by this character, Frey. She looked interesting. Everything was flipped on its head for me. I really don't like her.
We can speak freely here. I am Odin Keen, daughter of Robian and Callista Keen.
The Callista
I'm Frey
Protocol.
Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
I don't know how to respond.
It's okay. Boring story. I'm over it.
Liar.
It's not a boring story. You were left as a baby in a tunnel on like Christmas Eve. That's kind of interesting.
My father was a notable cognoscent.
I know, she's just being defensive, which is fair enough.
Cognoscent.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Tomato, tomato.
Again, I'm not in control here.
Cognoscents are Athia's most highly respected scholars. And my mother was a general.
Oof, that is a lot to live up to. Wait, was?
I've been on my own almost my whole life.
I know what that's like. I don't have any parents. I had some foster ones, but they never really stuck.
So you must feel the same way.
That we got royally screwed?
That we must help others.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato.
This
Chrome Elk, thanks for subscribing for 47 months.
A
Hey Peter, hey chat, how's Forspoken
I
going?
like you more and more. So about that food?
It'll be going even better when we are finally unleashed into the open world
I needed
shortly.
you to follow me, Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
Just Frey's fine and well played. Well, thanks for the jailbreak lady and the apple, but this is where we part ways.
Please wait. I need your help to save my homeland.
Mystery solved.
That's not happening.
The circle of bending light, the rushing sound. That's what brought you here, yes? You want to go back home, don't you? I may be able to help you.
What are they cooking in the background over there? What is that?
I'll give you to the bottom of a drink. Nice. Looks like one of those medieval themed bars. Hey!
Sorry, I didn't see you.
Give it back. One. Second rule of pickpocketing, never give back what you stole.
What's the first rule?
Don't get caught.
What is it anyway?
Something that ain't worth crap here.
Well, if it isn't worth anything, why can't I have it?
Nice try, Munchkin. Now scram!
Scram! Fade out, fade in, even though we're in the same location.
A pint of your finest ale, my good sir.
Look, we were just standing over there a minute ago. I feel like it just can't load that much. It can't keep that much cutscene all in one go. I think it's doing a quick load, maybe, of certain assets. I'm not technical enough to understand that, but
My father researched the phenomenon known as the Tirana extensively.
I don't know why else they would do that.
The tunnel of light you traveled through? I believe his work holds the answers you need. I could give you his findings, and
here it comes.
In return, I want you to find his research notes on the break. They are
in the break, right?
It does not seem to have any effect on you.
So they say.
Many have tried to find what's outside the city, but they don't get far before...
Before what?
You are the only hope we have. You're special.
Okay, you obviously don't know me. I want proof.
Follow me and I'll show you. And thank you.
I haven't said yes.
Hi Peter, hope you're well. As a big fan of Square Enix games, I was hoping to like this game. From playing the demo to what I've seen with the writing and the main character, I'm very disappointed. It had potential to be a great game.
It's a shame. It was one of my most anticipated games of the year. It wasn't right at the top, but it was one that I thought that's likely to be in my top 5 games of the year when we do when we do our podcast at the end of the year with our personal top 5s. I thought this is probably in with a chance based on some of the promotional material I'd seen. So it is a shame, Rainmaker. Thank you for the bits. Merbo says, I think you can really feel the heritage of Final Fantasy 15 in this game, and not in a good way. The Fade to Black, I feel, was in that game too. It may well have been. It may well have been. I don't know enough about Final Fantasy, but it's Square Enix, so that could well be an inspiration or even a technical basis, perhaps. So for some of the same problems PlayStation games have of breaking up the pacing with story, but so far the story doesn't seem worth it, unlike God of War and games like that. I mean, yeah, maybe so. In fairness, I think this game, it's a bit of a slow starter in that we're still essentially in a very big kind of prologue or introduction right now. And shortly, we are finally going to be released into an open world where we can run off and do pretty much what we want. It's just a little bit more we have to get through.
Not comforted.
But that in itself, that is a fair criticism to say, well, why does the game take that long before it lets me loose, But yeah. Some of it's just not quite AAA, is it? Just some of this stuff, it's a little bit... It's not budget by any stretch, but...
Is this them? Your folks?
Kind of a bit dated or a
Yes. It was painted when we were at one of the Cognoscence guilds.
bit AA, you
Father
know.
was one of the Cognoscence of Janoon. He had the foresight to move his work to Preynos just before the guild in Janoon fell to the break.
So your dad's notes are in Preynost?
Yes. He brought me here to keep me safe from the break. But it wasn't long before he went back to finish his work. That was 20 years ago. I never saw him again. And the break eventually overtook everything outside the city.
Could you tell me about him?
He was a brilliant man, beloved by many. He was close to finding a way of slowing down the break, maybe even reversing it. People put their faith in him, believed that he would make the world how it used to be. I'm trying my hardest to continue his work, to keep hope alive. Here.
Fade to black
These are his
there,
notes on
fade in.
Tirana.
Why is that happening? They're to load book dot asset.
You can have this after you help me.
Quid pro quo. I get it.
He kept his notes on the break and read journals like this one. I need you to find them and bring them back.
Okay, so I go and get the journals, bring them back, and then we're square. That's the full extent of my savioring.
I will do everything in my power to help you get home. You have my word.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
You wish me dead?
No, it's a phrase we have on our... Forget it.
I shall pretend those words were never uttered.
Good. Okay, I'm in. Why not? It's not like I've got any better options.
Oh, this is good news. You're truly helping the people of Athia.
Not why I'm doing it, but yeah, sure.
If you're planning on heading into the break, you'll need to get some rest.
I'll go in the morning. You got anywhere I can crash?
Crash?
Crash. Sleep.
Oh, of course. Follow me.
Overlong open world prologues are so annoying, it's notable that Elden Ring and Breath of the Wild, two of the most celebrated open world games in recent memory, almost immediately let you run wild, says Anne Barlam. It's true. It's true. We're almost free.
You can use this room whenever you like.
So this is another rest area.
Thanks.
You're
a lifesaver.
Get some health potions here and then go to bed.
What a fucking day. Still can't tell if any of this is real.
And yet it is. Now rest. You have another big day tomorrow.
So, we've got 25 minutes left of the stream, and we're hopefully going to at least have a little bit of open world time that I can show you before we wrap up, because we've got to finish by 5, because old Ben Potter is going live here on Twitch. You don't have to go anywhere. I think she looks cool. She looks great. I was really intrigued by this character from the very beginning, and
Now you look like one of us. But your shoes betray you.
These have gotten me out of a lot of scrapes. Where I go, they go. The kicks stay.
So it shall be. Here.
it's bright out there, isn't it? Look at that.
It's a map of Athia. It should aid you on your journey. Here, I've marked the Cognoscence Guild.
Perfect.
Good music too, this game. Someone was saying, I think they were saying in yesterday's stream something about the composers. I think there are the 2 composers on this. And they said that, yeah, it's got some good composers behind it. So you can actually now wander around the city a bit if you want to and chat to people, get little side quests and stuff. But I do want to just get out of the walls and show you the world a bit. So I'm going to make a beeline for the gate. Unfortunately, when we get to the gate, there's still a little bit more sort of prologue introduction to do. We've got to have a little interaction with a character.
Grab an apple.
An apple a day.
We'll keep Frey's hunger at bay.
Such a poet.
Yeah, all right.
So, how do we get to this Cogniscence's guild place?
I can't do my magic sprint right now because I'm in town.
Leave the city by the south gate.
All right, let's get going then.
This game is funny. It reminds me a lot of Dragon's Dogma, for those who played that. In that, like, I felt you can't really connect to your character in Dragon's Dogma because they're like a silent protagonist
Damn it.
who is almost just along for the ride, except that they happen to be the chosen one.
How the hell did you get out of
And I'm trying to remember, was that Squaresoft? Was that, sorry, Square Enix?
I know it.
Squaresoft.
You.
Because it's
Been
that combo
following
of
me,
like fun gameplay, good combat, beautiful world,
Really?
interesting
I know everything
fantasy,
around here.
Mm-hmm.
and yet a
What's
character
that gonna cost me?
that I'm not particularly attached to. Capcom,
apple?
yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Forgotten. Thank you, Forgotten Media.
So you have been following me. Sure. You seem hungry.
Just follow me.
Look how big the apple is. You mean the climbing simulator Dragon's Dogma, where everything is ready for you to clamber all over? Yeah.
Don't you want to know my name?
I specifically chose the
really.
character
It's Olivia.
build that was like designed to go climbing up cyclopses and
I'm kinda
stab them in
famous
the
around
eyes.
here.
That game was great.
Famous mean hunted by the gods.
It's just the main quest was not that interesting. I just preferred going around the world and fighting all the
I
big
call it
monsters, the griffins and
finders
stuff.
keepers.
It was great.
Damn. Did you steal all this stuff?
Not all of it.
You're growing on me, kid.
Sometimes people have no idea what they're throwing away. I often make new things out of this stuff. Here, if you get hurt, this will help you heal.
So now we're learning how to make a health potion,
All right,
crafting.
nice. You'll have to give me the recipe.
Of course. Let me teach you how. Try it.
So we've got the recipe. And this, yeah, we need to get the stuff for it, which is, where was it again? Not around here? Or is that in a second? Do I have to just, I know the objective marker is here, but. Craft. Healing draft. Medicine pouch, healing draft. Right, now we're going to learn how to upgrade our cape.
People really do throw a lot of stuff away, huh?
Yes, a lot of useless rubbish.
Here we go. Now it's all here.
Wait, this might come in handy.
So we grab the stuff. Go back here. Oops. Yeah. Oops. Upgrade our cloak. Can like add bits to it. Health plus 5%. Defense. Crits. Stuff. So you upgrade your cloak. And now I think we can go.
Hey, shorty. I got you something.
That thing you said isn't worth crap.
No, not my cell phone, and thanks for not swiping that again.
I don't steal from friends.
Friends. Cool. Well, as your friend...
Whoa, she's so uncomfortable. We're learning all about her.
What is that? Are you a taunter?
It's a pen light, and no, I'm not a taunter. What's the deal with those guys anyway?
They were the strongest and most powerful women in Athia. They all had gifts. And in the past, they used them to help protect the land. And one day, they will again. They'll come and save us.
Listen, kid. From personal experience, you gotta look out for yourself. People only really get saved in fairy tales.
You're wrong. You'll see.
All right, well, I got a split. You said you knew the best way out of this place?
Well, if you climb over that wall there, that should help you get to where you want to be.
Cool. Thanks. I'll, see you when I see you.
I'll keep the city safe while you're gone.
Sure. You do that.
Right, guys, we're free. We have to jump over a wall, but we are now free. Let's go. I get the feeling once we get out of this opening, the game will improve. It's such much to get through. So much to get through. It's true, and here we are. Essentially, we're free now.
Why don't your trust issues extend to the street urchin?
Because I've been there, alright? Let's just leave it at that.
So this is the game. We're out and about. We can smash. Oh, look at that. Oh, I've never noticed that. I've been smashing these with full power.
You're toast.
Like that. But you're toast, she says to the box. But that's kind of cool that like stuff breaks individually. I like that. Nice little detail.
Did you find something?
What the hell are these things? Are they people?
I believe this is what happens when humans are affected by the break.
Then I can't kill them.
What choice do you have? It's either them or you.
I could go around them, but yeah. So I'll give you an up-close look at these.
This is what Auden meant when she said people who come out here don't make it very far.
They're just sort of zombies, you know? This is what they look like.
Well, do something.
Alright, I'm just showing the people. Let me have my scatter shot.
I don't mind. Keeps me on my toes. You ready? Ugh, get the fuck back!
At least somebody loves you.
Yeah.
Battle rankings. Oh, hang on. Not done yet.
Take them. Whoa. Ha!
Hold on.
There we go.
Kind of tired after that.
So we got some experience there. So you might not have noticed, this is one of my abilities. I can put a plant down and it will shoot little pips at people, but I can also use bind, which I mean, it didn't do anything there, but it pulls roots out the ground and they'll grab hold of my enemies, which is fun. So this is mana. Just sort of spot it around the place. Where is it? Up here. Oh yeah, there's this. This isn't what I meant, but yeah. So we're still actually in a little. This is like an enclosed gully, so technically we're not in the open world yet. It's still teaching us stuff.
Familiar works for me.
But
that's one way of looking at it.
we are moments away from the open world. This seems more or less where the demo begins, says Steins Nason. I've not actually played the demo, so I wouldn't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if this is roughly where the demo begins. So now I can kick off from a wall to climb higher. So basically we can get out of this gorge now.
What the hell was that?
Did something happen?
I don't know. I feel more powerful, I think.
Well, more power is always a good thing.
Where am I? Oh yeah, that's over this wall. There we go. So you can boost a little higher now. And now I am free. It's teaching me about pilgrims' refuges. But this is the open world now. I'll just show you a pilgrim's refuge. They're just little spots where you can have a rest, find some stuff, normally health potions inside. And fast travel points as well, yeah, that's right. I've not really been doing any fast traveling at home, but...
Good. I'm exhausted.
We've got some notes inside, but we don't need to read those right now. So, got some potions, and there is a bed where you can rest up, fill up your health and your mana and stuff. And now, we're free. Laugh Out Lloyd 25 subscribed for 15 months on a 2-month streak. This game looks very pretty, but I'll have to put this on the back burner until after Hogwarts Legacy and Jedi Survivor. There's so much coming out this year. There is a lot to play. Resident Evil is coming out, and then you know stuff that is supposed to be this year, even though we don't have a month.
I can't even yawn now?
All right, come on. That is enough of that. Highlight characters. Is it going to be a general setting? I want to turn off all this banter. Difficulty, stamina, enemy or elevation, display, sound. No. Wireless, no. Accessibility, it's not going to be there. Gate. I know there's an option. Enemy knockdown times. It's not going to be controls, surely. Voice volume. Wireless controller settings and accessibility. HUD, battle ranking. Attack hint display, subtitles, speaker name display, item gathering, visibility, leap saw controls, frequency, minimal. What? I'm not allowed to yawn now? I can't be dealing with this. So we're in an open world. It's actually a bit misty at the moment. It's not, you know, there are sort of varying atmospheric conditions in this game, as far as I've noticed. In fact, this might be because there's monsters here. I've not quite worked out what dictates these things, but I've definitely been here when it's sunnier, I can tell you that. Or I feel like I have, anyway. The free running, the parkour, is pretty fun. It works very smoothly. I'm just holding one button, and she'll like vault over stuff and, you know, run up walls, and it's all just handled in game, which is nice.
This time, let's try to steer clear of cute animals.
Noted. And this time, let's try to be less petulant and annoying, alright?
Yeah.
I'm hardly petulant and annoying.
Agree to disagree.
So I'm going the opposite way to my objective, but I just wondered, you know, what's around here, what's going on. I'm on the edge here. But, you know, oh, whoops. We've got some, you know, various map markers. There are, it marks like chests on your map and stuff, like in local area, and yeah, there's all sorts to go at. So. I think it looks nice, this game. I like it. Oh, a monster. Here are my grasping vines. Oh no, I think I got interrupted, so it didn't come out. But hell of a run. Oops. But I can't get over that fallen torch though. See, I've grasped them. They're all stuck. I defy anyone to say that the combat in this game is not good. It's enjoyable. I dig it. It's very fluid. It's kind of easy to look like a badass, you know? It's not the first game to have made a combat system where it's easy to look like a badass, but it doesn't have to have been the first game. You know, you don't end up doing so much spontaneous flipping. Well, that's what she does when she speaks. Hey! But no, you do actually just flip around the place. And look kind of rad while you do it. And I do like the soundtrack
what's that
here.
over there?
Very peculiar.
There's something in there.
Whoops.
I can feel it.
Then let's venture inside and see what it is.
How are we doing for time? We've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes left of the stream. In fact, what I'll do... So this is a locked labyrinth. It's basically like a sort of a dungeon area.
Where are we?
I wonder if I can I actually leave these? Yeah, I can. What I'm going to do actually is... Oh, there might not have time to do it, but I'm going to head... I'll show you a couple of things before we finish. Because Ben will be going live in 5 minutes. I'm going to make a beeline for this objective. Show you a couple of things, or at least one thing. On the way, there is a little boss. Or at least there should be. I certainly ran into it the first time I came. Yeah, here we go.
Is that the guild?
According to the map, it is, yes.
Now, I'm not going to be strong enough to defeat this guy right now, but this is just an example of, you know, the kind of thing you can encounter. If you look at its health bar, it's really not going down at all. I think the trick is when it's got its head down, that's when you try and hit it on its back. But anyway, I'm gonna head off and leave that guy behind. But that's an example of a kind of spontaneous boss there that can happen.
It's said that the more towers a land has, the more prosperous it is. And the taller, the better.
Guess that's one thing this place and home have in common.
Although in this case, it might be more accurate to say the more prosperous it was. For the Titans made land.
We might just get into this bit before the end of the stream.
Well, looks like this is the place. Seems like it's seen better days.
Well, you're not going to find what you're looking for out here.
I know.
In the interest of
I know.
having enough time in the stream, she knocks the door down with a boulder, right? That's what happens. I wouldn't normally skip cutscenes like that playing a game, either on stream or at home, but I do just want to, in the last couple of minutes, be able to show you an example of something.
Great. Talk about a needle in a haystack.
Let's make our way upwards, shall we?
Looks like the break didn't come this far yet. You think those journals might be here?
Perhaps we should take a look around.
Now, you are supposed to look at the shelves here, but I wonder, can I sort of... No, I can't skip it.
Weren't you going to look for the journals?
Yeah, okay. So there's some books that we have to pick up here.
Hey, Cup.
How can you...
Beats me.
Sorry, I'm just skipping through here.
So.
I'm aware of the time. Just want to show you one more thing. Skip, skip, skip.
Well,
what?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now that I did not expect.
Which is...
Your break, perhaps?
Seriously?
So we're missing some story here. Oh yeah, there's nails as well. You paint your nails with like sigils. And that allows you to... Oh, you know what? There's no time. Basically, upstairs, there's a character who has a fantasy name. And she shortens it to a diminutive or a nickname of Earth. So let's say that his name is like Timonius or something. I'm making it up, but she starts calling him Tim immediately. He didn't ask her to. And Timonius is affected by the break. He's a little bit like diseased in his face. He's like starting to turn, and she calls it. And so then from that point on, she calls him like Break Tim. It's not Tim, but I don't want to like be too spoilery. But she's like, hey. Oh, check it out, it's Break Tim. And I just don't like it. his name is Timonius. I mean, it's not Timonius, but, you know, if his name was Timonius, call him Timonius, or at least just call him Tim, which is like, oh, don't forget, wait, bracelet man, wait, I got to go back and get Break Tim. Oh, look, we're in town and there's Break Tim. I don't like it. It annoys me. So that was a little bit of Forspoken. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's given you an insight into the game. Some of you might be intrigued to give it a go. The gameplay is great. The visuals, I think, are pretty good. So those were two things I was worried about going into the game. I'd been warned that that might be something not worth, or, you know, something where they'd drop the ball a bit. Those two things I think are fine. I thought the character going into it would be, you know, looked kind of cool and interesting. Unfortunately, the character is where they dropped the ball a little bit, and the writing. And so basically all of my expectations were subverted, sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. If you want to give this game a go, give the game a go. It's up to you. But that's my two penneth, and next week we'll be streaming something new. And of course you can get a full kind of first impressions conversation between me and maybe Ben or Ashton or James, I don't know, on this week's podcast on Saturday on Review Corner. So if you want some slightly more coherent thoughts where I'm not live on the internet, that's where you'll be able to find those. Stay here on Twitch. Ben Potter will be going live in like a minute's time. As soon as I stop streaming, he's going to start streaming, I think. So there is more streaming to come from here, from TripleJump on Twitch. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to press stop streaming, and you're going to stay here, and Ben's going to go live. Lovely stuff. Thanks everyone for watching. Enjoy Ben's stream. I'll catch you on Thursday live, and in the meantime, I'll be, you know, on the channel doing videos and stuff. Lovely. Right then. Bye everyone. Enjoy Ben's stream. Say hello to him from me. I think he's probably watching right now. Hi Ben. How's it going? Bye everyone. Bye bye.